Paul McGuire Grimes, KSTP, Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Holla.
Tracy, hi, I am so excited to talk to you today. This is fantastic. We're both wearing red. I'm feeling on for the day.
Our color, baby. This is our color. It brings us out.
Yes, I love it. Now, I'm a huge Saturday Night Live fan. Both you and Eddie left a huge imprint there. Was he an inspiration for you in your road to comedy?
No. He was an inspiration to me on my road to funny. My road to funny, him and Richard. That's different than comedy. He showed me how to be funny.
What's the difference?
The difference is anybody knows how to structure a joke. But funny is something God gave you. Called a sense of humor.
I mean, that makes sense. I love it.
It's a humor. That helped me get past all my woes in my life. My brother being crippled, my father dying of AIDS when I was 19, then my mother and my father separating. My sense of humor saved my life. But he showed me, like Ben showed Luke, how to use the force.
I think comedy's a huge force.
Huh?
Yeah, I think comedy's a huge force. I don't know how people are not funny.
Funny. Don't say comedy.
Funny.
People that are funny that don't do comedy in the world. They have a sense of humor. They just didn't make it in show business, which is a business. Because I know people that are a ton funnier than me. Funny, as I said. But now it depends on what your sense of humor is.
When they said that they were going to be making a Coming to America sequel, what went through your head? And did you approach them, or did they come to you saying, Tracy, we want you a part of this?
Eddie called me and asked me to do it. And I said, I'm in.
Right.
I'm in.
I love it.
That's how quick the conversation was. Before he could say he's coming to us, I said, I'm in. I don't care what he's doing. I just happen to be coming to America. But if it's Eddie and I get to share screen time with one of the greats, I'm in. That's like me sharing screen time with Jackie Gleason. Imagine that. Will you?
Describe an Eddie Murphy movie set. Is it just like one big party the entire time? I mean, with you.
Good times all around, all day, but we did our job. We stuck to the script. But the thing about Greg Brewer, when you have that much talent on the set, there has to be order. So we all knew that we're all professionals. We're all at the Leslie Jones, Jermaine. We're all at the top of our games. We knew we had to get down to business and get through this. But we had a damn good time. Some of the best time I ever had in show business in my life, besides the Martin Lawrence, besides Uptown, besides all of it. This is it. This was one of them. And Greg Brewer, the director, gave us a lot of love, a lot of freedom, and a lot of support. He gave us that. Do the first two on the paper and then go live. Do the first two on the paper, then live. That's all he would say. Do the first two on paper, then live. And when he let us live, when you give me and Leslie and Jermaine the green light, is on and popping. Like hot to say the popcorn. Pop the popcorn.
When you all just get to riff and play after take two, who breaks the most then? Is it hard to get through a full take without someone just losing it every time?
We had a good time, but a lot of scenes, we were in a moment.
Yeah.
But when we had fun, Eddie didn't go crazy and Greg didn't go crazy. We all laughed. And then we got back down to work. But that's the funnest times I ever had in my career. Was probably when I said, one day I laughed for 25 minutes straight, and I could not stop laughing because me, Jermaine, Eddie, and Arsenio got into a funny conversation.
Oh my God, I love hearing
backstories of the characters. The backstories of how Randy Watson got to be the way he was. He had a bad coke habit, but he's off the junk for 8 years. But his brother Larry is still a piece of shit. It was just funny. We were just creating all these backstories. How the Reverend got brought up on all kind of charges from females and got 6 illegitimate kids. The Reverend Brown. We were just having fun. It was our imagination.
Tracy, this has been a real treat. You are so funny and you make so many people laugh. So thank you for the laughs today and through this movie and your whole career. I appreciate it. Thank you. Minneapolis, St. Paul. Jermaine Namzano, it is great talking to you today. I really enjoyed coming to America. It was very funny and it was great to see these characters back on screen again. So thank you for that.
Yay, that's such great news.
I love the backdrop. Your movie.
Oh, thank you. I had to pull out my Eddie collection.
And I need all of it.
Well, I'm missing a couple titles. I feel bad when he's going to come on and be like, where's this one?
Oh, good. I love it, man. It looks good.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, Jermaine Namzano, what goes through your head when you get the call and you're saying, and you hear you're a cast and coming to America?
It's a mix of a lot of things, of course it's validation, we work our asses off, in this business, and it felt good to be like, I get to be a part of history, of course. But to be a part of this particular movie, wow, like it was a different feeling. Like it was a rush of, excitement, a nostalgic sort of like, it was a lot, man. I cried, honestly. I cried a little bit, and just to be honest, it felt good, man. It felt really good.
I mean, I was at home back in South Africa when I got the call, and it was like my grandmother's birthday, and I'd just come from the stadium watching soccer, and my agent calls and he's like, you need to get on the next flight out back to LA. You've got the job. And I remember just like being still and like, oh my God. Just because I love the cult classic so much, and I read the script for the sequel, and I really wanted to be a part of it. And I thought this character that was offered to me was just so strong. She was so rooted in who she was, and she had so much to offer in terms of just a different narrative and a different reflection to the story. The original, everybody was going to Queens, and now everyone's coming to Zamunda. So I was just so excited, and of course so nervous, of course, just to meet all the legends and the icons that one would be surrounded by on set.
Mm-hmm. Now, I can't even begin to figure what that set was going to be like. Jermaine, you're a stand-up comedian. Was Eddie Murphy a major influence on you growing up to be a stand-up comedian?
Hell yeah, man. Yes. Yes. He was it goes Richard Pryor, Eddie, Patrice O'Neal.
Wow.
It's just, but Eddie, I respect, me and Eddie both love Richard Pryor live in concert. We believe that's the best comedy special ever shot, ever. But as far as like, I just gravitate to Eddie and the way he talks and the way he delivers, it just his presence. Like I've always appreciated him and what he does. But Eddie's like my hero. That's my idol. And to be working with him, it's honestly just one of the craziest dreamlike things I've ever experienced.
It's amazing. Getting to meet and just even talking to your idols is like, it's hard to even describe what that feeling is like. Describe the set of this movie. Was it just a big party? And with all these comedy greats, like, could you get through a take without breaking? And who broke the most?
I tried to not break, but
we're all
I'm guilty.
Yeah, we all break. How can you not break when you're around such funny, amazing, talented people? We all break, but like there have been times like Leslie and Tracy, they would probably break the most. And I think it's just because of, that's just the energy they bring is just so like, it's infectious, man. They laugh, we laugh, the director laughs. And those are sometimes the best takes, are the ones you don't really expect, So I think we're all just was so excited to be a part of the film, and we wanted to bring, something different to it and something complimentary to it. So it was just it was a party in the best way, in the best sense of the word.
Right.
Tracy Morgan would come through with the boom box and would play like old school music and like hip hop, and everyone would be singing along and rapping along, and it'd be like little choreo going on set. So it was such a beautiful scene. Everyone had so much respect for each other. We had fun. The newbies, we'd have our dates like during the weekend. We'd be like, okay, what are we doing? So we had a good time.
Incredible. Oh my God, that's fantastic. I'm so happy to talk to both of you today. Jermaine, I really loved what you were doing on Celebrity Drag Race. I remember when I was watching Coming to America, I was like, I know him, but where is it from? And I was like, Drag Race. So congrats on that.
I appreciate it. That was the coolest thing I've ever done on TV. It was the warmest set I've ever been on, and the funniest people. I'm like, I'll come back in a heartbeat. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, have a great day, both of you. It's great talking to both of you today. I'm excited for people to see Coming to America.
Thank you, man.
Now, Tiana, what goes through your head when you heard that you were going to be in Coming to America? What was that feeling like?
Oh my God, it was so much. Like, imagine being 5 years old and through the years of growing up, you know, this movie being your favorite movie. I would have literally never thought in a million years that I would be a part of it. If there would even be a part two, whatever it was, I just never knew that I would have any type of part to it. So when I heard that they were doing a part two, it was like, oh my God, I need parts. But I also would have been okay if I didn't even have a part. I would have been excited for it regardless. So the fact that I actually got it, it was a bit surreal for me, because these are people that I literally grew watching, legends who have been really killing the game and taking over for 30 plus years, you know? So to be able to get an opportunity like this, I literally, like, my hours were going by so slow. Like, usually when you want to get rest, the hours go by fast.
Right.
You want to hurry up and get to the set of Coming to America too, it's going so slow. It felt like it was like 48 hours in a day.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Now, Rotimi, what did you learn and take away from working with Eddie Murphy and the rest of these like comedy greats?
Humility, number one. The way that they conduct themselves, being legends, man. You know, like, you aspire to be that. So seeing how someone holds themselves, how they study their line, how they remember everything, how they even get mad when they flub a little bit, you know, just that type of excellence you demand from yourself. Being around it was crazy. And just, it felt like a family. It felt like really like we were bonding, and you know, with laughter and jokes, you bond naturally. But it felt like, nah, we're gonna do this together, man. We know we're making something that's special, so let's enjoy this moment. And I just learned and soaked up all that information. And me and Tiana were just sponges on that set, man. So it was really, really fly.
What went through your head when you found out that you were going to get cast and be in an Eddie Murphy Coming to America sequel?
Oh, you know, it's one of those things you don't even know what to say. You know, it's like, is this really happening? Did they chose me? Did Eddie really choose me, or did cast me? Like, you start thinking all these things in your mind, and it's a once in a lifetime thing, because for it to be the sequel that's been, you know, most demanded for 33 decades, you know, and to be a part of it, we won't ever really be a part of something. The world won't see something like this again, you know. So to be a part of it and to be, you know, like front and center and the making of it, even, you know, it's just really fly.
Now, describe that set. What is the set of Coming to America like when you get Eddie, Arsenio, Tracy, Leslie Jones, and all these other greats on set that we can't like reveal all these cameos?
Pure comedy. Like, literally, there was never a dull moment. There was never even a straight face, to where, like, they're legends, so they know how to turn it off and on. Me and Ro, we trying to figure this out. We like, yo, how y'all this funny right before they yell action? It's like, I have to really make sure that I get this smile off my face, because as you can see in the movie, I'm a lot more reserved, you know, and gentle. So it's just like, I can't be looking like goofy, you know? So I'm like, I have to hurry up. Let me pull it together. But I mean, honestly, the most dopest positive vibes ever.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yes, that makes me so happy. So congrats both of you on such a fantastic project. I'm excited for people to see Coming to America. Kylie and Bella, it was great talking to both of you today. I really enjoyed Coming to America. It was very funny, and it was great to see all these characters back again. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Now you both are making your film debut in this. What made you both want to be actors?
Well, for me, obviously, my dad had a huge impact on me wanting to become an actor, because, you know, I just grew up, and being able to visit him on sets and watch him work, that just had a huge impact on me. And then it actually, at first, I wanted to be a singer. Then I realized you have to be able to sing to be a singer. So that dream died. And then my sister Zola said that she wanted to be an actress. And, you know, I was at that age where, you know, you copy your older siblings, and I was kind of doing that, and I actually ended up really liking it, so I just stuck with it after that. So
yeah, for me, I used to watch like a bunch of comedy shows and a bunch of really funny TV when I was little. Even when I was 5, I would watch a bunch of stuff like that, and I knew that I'm pretty funny, so I can make people laugh too, except there would be more people seeing me if I were on the big screen. And you know, I had my sights set really high. I was like, all right, okay, So I'm going to get my own show and I'm going to be the main character because I love watching that kind of stuff on Disney Channel, Nickelodeon. And that's why I really want to continue acting, because even this movie just made me realize how much fun it is. But yeah, it all started out when I was really little watching a bunch of comedy stuff.
That is so incredible to hear, like the passion and like the inspiration, like the motivation you have to just do it, have your own show. Like that's awesome to hear. So kudos to you on just like having those big dreams at such a young age. I feel like you don't find that a lot. Bella, I mean, you mentioned your dad. So your dad is Eddie Murphy. So what is your childhood like when your dad is he doing all these voices and characters around the house, or is that really like his job? And then at home he was dad?
I would say, he does like funny things every now and then, like in like he just like he naturally does it. But he's always cracking like funny jokes, but he's also dad. So it's just a part of him. It's who he is. So yeah, it's a combination, I guess.
Yeah, that's great. Now, there's a lot of hype around this movie. People have been waiting years, decades for it. Does that pressure register for either one of you two?
Not necessarily for me, because I'm a new character to the movie, and I wasn't even around for the first one. But I really, yeah, I mean I've watched it, but it's not. I'm not saying that like I didn't really care, but I was really excited to be in this one, and I really wanted people to see me and for me to do a really good job. But there wasn't any pressure or anything, and I wasn't really that nervous. I was just mainly really, really excited.
For me, yes, 100%. I was very nervous because I wanted my performance to be really, really good. And I didn't want you to be watching it and to go, oh, like that one must be his daughter, because you can't like keep up. So I didn't want to do that. And I just wanted to do my best, really. So I knew that some people might say like, oh, she's just doing this because she can, or I didn't want that vibe. So I did feel a lot of pressure.
Yeah, you want to prove yourself, and you can easily do that. That's great. You've got some of the funniest people. I mean, Eddie, your dad, Arsenio, Leslie, Tracy in this. What is that set like? And is it hard to get through a take without someone breaking and laughing during every moment?
Nobody actually like broke out into laughter or like broke the scenes. But me and Bella would be, dying inside with laughter while we're watching something and while we're actually filming it, because not only is it funny to watch, but when we're actually there, it's really funny with the people, doing their scenes and stuff. So we would be dying inside with laughter. And as soon as the director yells cut, we'd explode with laughter and be dying the whole time. It was so much fun.
Oh, I love it. Well, thank you both so much. This was great, and I can't wait to see more from both of you. So congratulations, such a great movie.
Thank you.